Welcome back to Luxury Living NYC. I'm Erin Wheelock, an associate broker at Keller Williams, and today we are talking about the seismic shift that's completely transformed luxury real estate in Manhattan. And most buyers and sellers still don't understand what's actually happening. Remote work didn't just change where we work, it fundamentally altered what luxury buyers want, how much they're willing to pay, and which properties are actually worth investing in. And if you don't understand these changes, you're about to make some very expensive mistakes. Let's start with what everyone thinks happened. The media told us that remote work killed New York City real estate. People fled to the suburbs. Manhattan was dead. Buy a house with a yard. That was the story. But here's what actually happened. And this is where most people get it completely wrong. Remote work didn't kill Manhattan luxury real estate, it just transformed it. The buyers who left weren't the luxury buyers, they were the people who were here because they had to be, not because they wanted to be. Today's Manhattan luxury real estate is having one of its strongest periods in history, but these buyers are completely different. They want completely different things, and the properties that command premium prices have totally changed. If you're buying or selling based on pre-2020 assumptions, you're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table, or worse, buying property that's already obsolete. Remote work created 5 permanent shifts in Manhattan luxury real estate that are not going away. And understanding these shifts is the difference between a smart investment and a costly mistake. The first one, space configuration. Over square footage, pre-pandemic buyers cared about total square footage. Now, they care about how that space works. A 2,000 square foot apartment with dedicated office space, separate Zoom backgrounds, and proper sound isolation is worth more than a 2,500 square foot apartment with an open floor plan. I'm seeing buyers pay $200 to $300 per square foot premiums on proper home office configurations because they understand that this is a permanent infrastructure, not a temporary need. Shift number 2, outdoor space became non-negotiable. Before 2020, outdoor space was a nice to have. Now it's a deal maker or deal breaker. Properties with private outdoor space are selling for 15, sometimes even 25% premiums over comparable units without it. We're talking about buyers choosing a smaller apartment with a terrace over a larger one. Shift 3, building amenities got redefined. The buildings that are commanding top dollar aren't the ones with fancy lobbies anymore. They're the ones with serious work from home infrastructure. Co-working lounges, private phone booths, high-speed building-wide internet, package rooms that can handle constant deliveries. Shift 4, neighborhood priorities completely flipped. Buyers used to pay premiums to be near their office. Now they're paying premiums to be near lifestyle amenities. Proximity to parks, restaurants, fitness studios, and cultural institutions matter more than ever because these are now daily amenities, not weekend luxuries. Shift 5, the death of the good enough home office. The dining table office experiment is over. Buyers want dedicated professional-grade home office space with proper lighting, soundproofing, and separate entrances when possible. This isn't about having a deck somewhere, this is about professional infrastructure that supports a career. Now here's where this gets really interesting for smart buyers. While everyone's chasing the obvious work from home properties, there are massive opportunities being completely overlooked. The hybrid work sweet spot. Most buyers are still optimizing for 100% remote or 100% in office, but the real opportunity is in the properties positioned perfectly for hybrid work. 15-20 minutes away from major office hubs, but in neighborhoods with rich daytime amenities. These properties are currently undervalued because they don't fit either extreme narrative, but they're exactly what the long-term market wants. Opportunity 2, buildings adapting. Wrong. I'm seeing buildings pour money into flashy amenities that look good but don't actually serve remote workers. Meanwhile, buildings making smart infrastructure investments, better internet, soundproofing, flexible spaces are flying under the radar while offering better long-term value. Opportunity 3, the office conversion wave. Manhattan is about to see the largest wave of office to residential conversions in history. Some of these will be incredible opportunities. Most will probably be disasters, let's be real, but knowing the difference requires understanding which buildings can actually deliver what remote workers need, not just cheap square footage. Let me tell you about the mistakes I'm seeing buyers make right now that are costing them fortunes. Buying yesterday's luxury. Last week, I talked a client out of a $3.5 million apartment that looked perfect on paper. I mean, gorgeous finishes, prestigious building, great location, but the layout was designed for pre-remote work living. No proper office space, thin walls between rooms, no outdoor access. That property will be worth 20% less than comparable units designed for how people actually live now. Second mistake, overpaying for obvious features. Everybody wants outdoor space and home offices, so those properties are getting bid up to irrational levels. Smart buyers are finding properties where they can create these features through renovation, buying at a discount and building exactly what they need. Well, maybe not the outdoor space, unless you have roof access. Another mistake, ignoring building infrastructure. Beautiful apartments in buildings with poor internet infrastructure, thin walls, or inadequate HVAC systems are ticking time bombs. You can renovate your apartment, but you can't fix your building's fundamental systems. The fourth mistake, following the suburb narrative. The people who fled to the suburbs during the pandemic, a significant percentage are trying to get back into Manhattan right now. They discovered that remote work from the suburbs is isolating and they miss the urban lifestyle. Don't make their expensive mistake in reverse. So, what are the smartest buyers doing right now? They're thinking 3 to 5 years ahead, not just solving for today's remote work reality. They're looking for properties with flexible spaces that can adapt as work patterns continue to evolve. They're prioritizing building fundamentals over cosmetic features. They're analyzing neighborhood trajectories, not just current amenities. And most importantly, they're working with advisors who understand this transformed market, not agents still selling based on 2019 thinking. I mean, come on, if you're looking to buy, sign up with my Calendly link in the description box below. This is also exactly why I created the NYC Buyer Masterclass, to help serious buyers navigate this completely transformed market with insider knowledge that most agents don't even understand yet. I cover specific neighborhoods and buildings that are positioned perfectly for the remote work era, how to identify properties with hidden value that others are missing, and of course the infrastructure factors that will determine which properties appreciate versus depreciate over the next decade. But here's the thing, this masterclass and my private consultations are exclusively for serious Manhattan luxury buyers and sellers who are ready to make moves in the next 3 to 6 months. Not interested in educating people who are just curious. I don't need to waste your time. I'm focused on helping committed buyers make intelligent decisions that will pay off for decades. And I only offer a limited number of private consultations each month because this level of market analysis and strategic guidance requires significant personal attention. We're analyzing your specific situation, not giving generic advice. The consultation spots for this month are quickly filling up, and I don't open new availability until next month. So if you're serious about buying or selling Manhattan luxury real estate and you want to understand how remote work has permanently changed what smart money is doing, the link is in the description. But remember, this is only for buyers and sellers who are ready to take action, not people just exploring. The market has changed forever, and the opportunity to capitalize on that change won't last forever. Thanks again for watching this episode of Luxury Living NYC. I'm Erin Wheelock, your favorite associate real estate broker here in New York City. And don't forget to subscribe, like, make a comment, and of course, we at the Wheelock team would always love to be your global real estate team of choice. Bye, guys.